Hello and welcome to Journeys of Restoration. I'm your host, Jacinta Canary, and here on this channel, I talk about forgiveness, my journey as a woman of faith, my mental health, and all things wellness and well-being. We're in season 2, it's episode 8, and I'm talking about a topic which is also, I would say, controversial. We have so much on our minds about to do, be active, be involved, be engaged. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the last few sessions, my voice has been really croaky, I've been really emotional, and I'm going through uh, a season of recharging, rebalancing, restoring. And I would say my spiritual fuel tank is low, and my voice and everything else is showing it. Now is the time to look at my mental health, my physical health, my nutrition, my time I spend with God, and how much time I pray and intercede and fast. And I'm going to get to some of the fasting and prayer, but I want to just look at our spiritual fuel tank. So, what does that look like? So, if your spiritual fuel tank is halfway, you're kind of functioning, you're giving to people, you're praying, you're singing, you're worshiping, you're going to your small home group, you are mentored, you meet up with people that feed into your journey and your growth as a person of faith. You bounce ideas of each other. If you've got questions, you ask, and you just feel edified when you're in the presence of these individuals who are like-minded like yourself. Lately, I've been feeling really depleted and drained. I started off with prayer and fasting, and I took on 21 days of really eating healthy, just lentils and dals, vegetables, um, less kind of processed food, and just really nice salads, fruits, smoothies, nuts, dates, raisins, all things natural, nutritious. And I found myself depleted. I have to stop halfway through because I wasn't getting enough sleep. As you can imagine, I was up praying at midnight and praying at 3 again. And this went on. And last week, I think I really just reached the end of that season. And I just felt, instead of normally I feel energized and excited about it, but I just felt really drained. But then I sat with God, and it was like there was other things going on. You know, the topics I was talking about was really about betrayal, being disappointed, being let down by the people that I entrusted. So I was speaking to my supervisor, and she was also saying, what's around in the air with your clients and for yourself. It sounds like, it's just a season of really kind of like low energy, low mood. So, and paying attention to what is really happening for myself. And I chose today's topic to talk about being careful about your spiritual fuel tank. And we're going to read about this in Matthew 5, verse 7, and then I'll come back to expand a little bit more about the backstory of what I'm going through right now. So, Matthew 5, verse 7, and I'm choosing the New International Version today because it feels more impact. And we read, "Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy." And I'll read it again. "Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy." And I was reflecting on this, and I said, you can't be kind and merciful and show compassion in this business where I am. I'm a person of faith, I'm a therapist, I'm a wellness coach, I'm a restoration coach. If I don't show these kind of treatments and this attitude and the mindset to myself, and I was like, oh, what does that even mean? I spent time with God, and I was just reflecting, and I said, you're depleted, you're tired. And also, you're dealing with a lot of heavy things right now. It's coming to an end. I've been dealing with some very difficult relationships in my life, and it was really difficult as a person of faith because I was telling myself I have to continue being nice to these people, and I was feeling guilty. But then God was saying to me, you can't burden yourself with trying to be responsible for other people because you can only be responsible for yourself and your relationship with me. And this really hit me hard and struck a chord. And after I kind of prayed and spent time, I had to kind of take a long, hard look at releasing these people within the forgiveness. There's still times I held on to being really kind of hard on myself and feeling guilty because if I'm a good person, how can I let go of these people and not treat them well? But for my own personal growth and protection, I had to make strong, clear, and firm, hard boundaries about stopping communication. And that was a safeguard mechanism for protection because you can't have everybody in your life. If someone is going to be mean to you each time you have encounters, whether it's an email, it's a message, it is a direct message or a private message, then that's taking away from your wellness, your well being, and your strength. And I had to make those hard decisions of cutting people off, releasing in the forgiveness journey, and being strong, blocking them on social media and all these things. I don't like doing that because I think it's very hard to disconnect and communicate in an effective and efficient way. But if people are not respecting you, then you cannot be efficient and effective and kind. So that is where I was coming from. And even today, you can hear my voice is quite croaky. I have been having coughs and all the things. So that's all about my throat and not being able to express meaningful conversations with these individuals. And I'm going to give you some tips and tools and techniques on how do we keep our spiritual fuel tank going. So I had to make difficult decisions about separating myself and I had to recharge myself. So this last weekend, I came back from Nair near Inverness where my friend Harvinda, she has a lovely space that we go to and she cooks wholesome food. You know, she's always healthy. She's very much into her prayers, her quiet time, her meditation, and her practices. And I had to really slow down and be kind to myself and receive the kindness. We were on the beach, we did a cold plunge, and that was first for me, but that was really good. I felt really kind of energized and rebalanced as well. And I was praying, I was spending more quiet time with God, and I feel I'm getting there. And I'm also going on holiday soon, just kind of give me that time. So this will be some time for me to come back and reflect, and I'll come back with more energy. And also, I want you to just really remind yourself you're exhausted. You cannot pour into anyone else because you're going to be depleted. So, how do we do this? Make sure you keep your spiritual fuel tank on, not on a space where you're going to get to reserve. You need to pray more, spend quiet time with God, eat nutritious food, slow down, get off your phone. Social media is becoming such a mental distraction and causing a lot of mental health. Get off the screens, people. Spend time with loved ones. Cook. I had my daughter on with a little French bulldog and her boyfriend's dog. We were having pancakes, sausages, eggs, wholesome food. We also made pancakes because Pancake Tuesday. And yeah, just give yourself that nurturing, the nourishment, nutrition, and just that kindness and compassion. And hopefully, this will fuel your spiritual fuel tank. And we'll leave it there for today. See you next time. Stay blessed and beautiful. Bye bye.